Hello and welcome to the nice and relaxing show, of course, as we warm you up very, very nicely here. Wherever you are listening here, hopefully I'll do a bit of behind the scenes work here, as it's going to be incredibly difficult. We've got the mixer today, where we're going to mix in some sounds here. I can't actually hear anything, but of course Giuliani can on his headphones. So it's going to come directly for the first time through your listening ears, and it's just warming up on the TWUs organ right now, as well as me doing some camera work as well. So welcome along to the nice and relaxing show, a little bit later than usual, and we are 100% live. Right, okay, it's over to you, Julian. I know we are later than scheduled because we're doing a lot of technical things behind the scenes and things like that. So, yeah, welcome to Sunday, the 8th of September 2024. It's over to you, Giuliani Buzz. Look at that number camera here. Number camera number 1, actually. Can anyone see me here? Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry it's a bit later than usual. This is nice and relaxing music now. This will be chill out music now. Hope you can hear it at home. We go 4 hymns for the first part, and then another 4 hymns second part. And we do 2 voluntaries, possibly a minute one at the end. It should be last around an hour or so. So we'll probably start off with the minuet by Handel. The Handel composer is born in 1685 to 1759.
was Minuet by Frederick Handel. Now the next piece is a hymn. It's called "Oh Love Let Me Go." Let's see what we got on here. This one here. So "Oh Love Will Let Me Go." 4 verses of that. The composer is Albert Peace, which is born in 1844 to 1912. Over 100 years old, I would say, for that one.
Yeah, anything else to it? You went a bit silent there.
I'll wait for you to especially sound off.
Alright, okay. So are you ready to play?
Okay, go.
Let's go! Okay, we're doing a bit of things behind the scenes there. Hello to Nicole, who is on right now, without actually saying too much at this moment of time here. Can you actually see and hear us loud and clear? That is the main thing out of it. And yeah, Happy Days is actually watching in. Why is he wearing headphones? Well, the answer is simply so he can hear the music. Because the organ is blanked out because it's actually fitted into the mixer. Okay,
Can anyone hear it?
Yeah, can anyone hear the music here? And the mixer is, if you move a little bit, Julian, people can see it. Move a little bit.
Move where?
Yeah, just move your body a little bit. It's just behind us here. That's the mixer there, and that is feeded through underneath the organ. And that is why, of course, Julian has got his headphones on today.
Can anyone hear the music?
That's the main thing. As long as you can hear and see us at the same time.
With the camera on.
Hang on. What's the matter?
Move it a bit.
What?
Yeah, the next piece, if anyone can hear me, it's called "Oh Perfect Love," which is 2 tunes here. One is called Richard Terry, or R. Terry. His name's Richard Terry. He was born in 1865 to 1938. So bear in mind that is over 100 years, well, round about that time. So, and the next tune of this piece is "Oh Perfect Love" is Joseph Barmby, 1838 to 1896. So I'm going to play two tunes of 3 verses each. Right, make sure that. Welcome to Nice and Relaxing Part 1. If you've just joined us, it was the Handel's Minuet by Handel. The first hymn was Oh Love Let Me Go by Albert Pierce. Hymn number 2 was Oh Perfectly Love, Tune 1 and Tune 2, one by R. Terry and J. Barnaby, which is Joseph Barnaby and Richard Terry. Now, we've got 2 hymns now if we can play before we have the interval of it. We have hymn number 391, which would be in the hymn book, in the her book, hymn book, whatever you call it. The O Thou, the Eucharistic Prayer. This is normally sung during a communion virtual church, but it's not actually virtual, but it will be. Well, this is virtual now, but this is what you would sing at a church, a parish church or a cathedral, because it's got a Eucharist, like a communion in it as well. So this one is Orlando Gibbons, which is born in 1583 to 1625, 304 years old. So there you go, Orlando Gibbons. There'll be another Orlando Gibbons coming up eventually in part 2, I should think. We'll see on that. So we have the hymn O Thou, the Eucharistic Prayer.
Someone said there's a little bit of feedback. That might be buzzing coming from the organ. I don't know.
It could be.
Where that might be coming from. We do apologise about that. It's out of our control on that one. So, yeah, welcome along if you just joined us here. Of course, we've got a lot to pack away today, but of course, we've enjoyed it so far. At some point, I will be having my own headphones so I can hear the sound as Julian is hearing as well. He's still got the cough again.
That's why I had a drink a minute ago.
Yeah, I'll probably have a glass of water in just a moment. We've gone off air. Well, we're back here. Yeah, it does happen when it's buzzing here and we've got a lot of people watching at the same time. We can only apologise about that. Refresh your systems and we should be back now. I can see it back on here. It does happen with internet streams. Luckily we've got this Vodafone stream, because if we didn't have it, you know, we'll be off air totally. So yeah, it froze, but it's come back now, so that's the main thing here. Right, as long as it doesn't interfere with the music. So
well, take a break if it does that.
Absolutely. So what I'll do is hand it over to Giuliani Buzzbarns. I don't know if you're going to read anything today. If you haven't got time, don't worry.
No, sorry for that.
No, okay.
I'll bring the book.
Well, I've got it in my bag, so
no, I won't.
If you can read something, but yeah, we'll see what time we've got left.
Okay.
So yeah, hello to everyone here. Are you back now? Can you hear us all? That is the question here. So we've got two different angles here. You might be hearing a little bit of you know, friction within the sound when I'm actually changing cameras. I've only just noticed this, and we may have to use our little small microphones for that purpose, so we can go direct here. And of course, yeah, it would just be coming from the mixer instead of basically through another microphone source. But anyway, that's another thing altogether.
Can anyone hear us now?
Yeah, over and out, loud and clear. That's what Happy Days says. Yeah, don't forget to subscribe to Happy Days unless she changes her name in the future.
Who's Happy Days?
Happy Days is, you know who that is, our moderator. It's come up with a spanner here. She needs to add me as a moderator. Eve Maureen is in the chat this evening. And thank you very much. Where are you tuning in from? I believe from Norfolk somewhere. I remember you coming in before, so yeah, hello to you. Very, very nice of you to tune in tonight. And so if anyone's watching on replay, we also appreciate that. This is a nice and relaxing show with Nick C hosting the show alongside the main performer of all time, Giuliani Buzzbars, from the nice and relaxing show. At least, of course, we haven't had to disturb the neighbours by doing this method. Yeah, so I'm going to have a separate splitter so I can hear the sound, you know, through the mixer.
Okay.
I'm having a problem hearing it.
If you just joined us, it's
and I can't control the bass on it if it's not a sound I can hear.
Well, if you just joined us, we had a minuet.
Oh, Buckinghamshire. So yeah, that's a long way from here. So hello, Buckinghamshire.
Well, it's near Bicester, isn't it?
Bicester, yeah, that's near Viscounts.
Yeah.
Which is where we are raising money for raising funds rather, or the same thing really, and raising funds for a bigger organ so that he can play a little bit more better stuff and record it much more easier as well.
Okay, yeah. If you just joined us, it was 3 hymns just a minute ago.
It's that camera, Julian.
Oh, Thou Central Eucharistic Play. Oh, Perfectly Love Tune 1 and Tune 2. And the one before that was Oh, Let Love Let Me Go. And the minuet.
Let me sort this camera out here.
By the handle. And the final hymn of part 1 is Oh Praise Ye the Lord by Hubert Parry, who wrote I Was Glad, and Dear Lord of Other Mankind, and Jerusalem. So that was the famous composer there. Now he was born in 1843 to 70 to beat. It's like bullseye.
Yeah. Don't you start reminding me of that. In one. This is what you would have won.
What you would have won a caravan.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right, okay. Oh, praise ye the Lord now. Tune number 1.
Okay, it's over to you, Julian. Thank you.
Right, are we on now? That's better.
I think we are.
Yeah?
Yeah, you keep looking at me.
No,
That's that camera there. There's a bit of banter we have. And I've got to keep reminding you, man.
Okay,
And I remind you the microphone is behind you, so don't knock it.
it's like a sponge door, don't knock it.
Absolutely. Spread the word about touring with us and the Nice and Relaxing Show.
That is including the part 1. Oh, praise ye the Lord by Hugh Parry. Just in a moment, we're going to go into part 2, which is 4 hymns and a voluntary. So we check the hymn, the next one, 92 in the Herbert hymn book, whatever you call it. Okay, got that ready now. So I'm going to demonstrate just a few stops on this organ top manual. Basically, we have a 16 flute. I don't know. Can anyone hear the sound as well as I play? Would that make any difference or not?
We'll have to wait and see. Give it a demo.
Can anyone hear it? Can anyone hear the 16 foot on the top manual?
That's quite interesting, that is. Can anyone hear that? Sorry, I'm having to mute you each time.
That is a 16 foot flute sound. We have 5 different family of flutes here on this stop organ here. We have an 8 foot, we have a 4 foot, we have a 2 1/3 and a 2 feet. They all sound completely different on their own, and they are very unique sounds. On its own, sometimes it can be a bit strange, but you would have to have a 16 foot together to make it sound. We add the 8 foot to the 16 foot, you get this effect. And that is a scale of C major. And if we add the 4 foot, you get this effect. And then we go on to the 2 1/3 of flute. And we can use the 2 1/3 as a solo stop, which I have been using in the hymns and the solo instruments. It will sound like this. You see the contrast on those stops, and you can have a solo on the 2 feet flute. It will sound like this. And you go. It'll be a very tinkly sound. We do have some brass, some reed brass. We have a 16 foot brass. It is a bit more higher. And we have an oval on its own. I can't go any lower than that. We can go higher. And you can use it as a solo as well. We have a harmonic coupler, which is on the blue segment of the couplers. It's called a harmonic coupler. You sound like this. It sounds like a bit like a nazard on a pipe organ. And we have finally we have some strings. A string on its own is like this. Like a wave of a C. And we can add a 4 foot, you get this sound. tone will sound a bit different. Those are the stops on there. Apart from the solo instruments, we have a solo synth preset. This will sound like a saxophone. Well, it is a saxophone, but I use it as a trumpet solo. It will sound like this. So that will go. It's a bit like a horn. You might as well say it's a bit like a horn. It's a bit like a fanfare trumpet. It's kind of a fanfare. We have a trombone. We'll hit if you want it quickly.
This is a trombone, yeah? Is that trombone, is it?
Yeah. With the brass, it's a bit like a 16-foot bassoon. We have about, I've just counted five stops on the bottom menu, some 8-foot flute and a 4-foot and a cello on the bottom. We have no couplers, I'm afraid, so we can't couple both menus. You can on a pipe model. We have a string ensemble, which is already on there. We have a horn. You want to quickly hear the horn on its own. If you had the 4-foot, it'll get you this foot.
Happy Days says it's relaxing.
Well, that's what it's meant to be for.
Okay, are we ready for the next piece, please?
We are. We do have three.
Crack on.
We do have 3 pedals: a 16-foot bass and an 8-foot bass and a bass guitar. That's on the pedal. We don't have any reeds coming on the pedal like you do on the electric one and a pipe organ. If you have it coupled, we have some beats on it. We have some orchestra presets. We have some volumes down here. We have some different orchestral stuff on there. We have piano, upper percussion, and so on. It goes on. When you have a pipe organ, it's completely different. You have different stops and different counting of how many stops you've got. And you would have pistons as well down the side, and you would have generals as well. So you can couple the stops together. Unfortunately, we haven't got that on here. So we have to make do on here. So right, okay. Are you ready for the next part 2 coming up? Nice and relaxing. Welcome to the show.
Only on touring with us. And we have a YouTube channel of Nice and Relaxing if anyone wants to subscribe to us. And of course we're also on TikTok as well. And the former Twitter, which is now called X.
Absolutely. Now this one is "O Thou, O Camest Above." Somebody Wesley has wrote an anthem called "Blessed God the Father," and "Air and Gavotte" by S.L.S. Whiteley, born in 1818 to 1876, I believe. So it's definitely over 100 years old. You can play that. A lot of S.L.E. Thou will keep him in perfect peace.
And why do you choose this sort of hymn?
Well, it's in the generals in the Pentecost season. So
explain to people, remind us what Pentecost is.
Well, it's kind of Trinity kind of thing. That's what it is. We've got "O Thou Camest Above." I'll read some of the words quickly. "O Thou the camest above from the fire celestial impart, kindle of flame, sacred love in the mean altar of my heart." That's the first verse. It's got love in it as well. So there you go. Love is completely a good sign. And
a very powerful message.
Yeah, it's a powerful message in different ways.
And it means 2 things.
It doesn't mean the other part of it. It means
some
loving.
Some love can be friendship. Some love can be relationships. So
well,
there's
it's
a bit of both.
It's a mixture.
Okay, are we ready?
Okay, okay, Ozone.
So I've got to switch the microphone off now.
Give me a shout.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, let's go. Yeah, your mic's on now.
Right, okay, we're signal on to on now. That was okay, was above. Why I praise it because it's more of a chill out hymn. This is more of a quiet hymn than the usual. We're going to go for 396 over here. We're going to go. Whistle it. No, not 396. We're going to go some. It's what I've written. It's where else? It's 413 here. I made a mistake here. So I'm too big in mine. 413. Here we go. It's do a piece. It's another load of Gibbons, as I said in part 1. That's 1883 to 1625. Or actually 15 something. Sorry, 1583, I beg your pardon. 1625. Hold Gibbons is over 300 years old. So we've got peace, perfect peace on the dark world of sin.
Carry on.
Yeah, okay.
Hang on.
Ready?
I'm not ready yet. I didn't realise you. Hang on, hang on. Am I on? You will be. You are on now. I didn't realise you finished.
Right, okay.
Does happen sometimes.
Piece Perfect Piece, a lovely a chill out one. Now this one is to do with the anniversary of the Queen's pass away, which was September the 6th or something like that. Now this is to do with the King. So obviously it's called Oh Worship the King. Which all glorious above. The music is the melody and the bass is by William Croft in 1878 to 1727, ladies and gentlemen. So we have one more hymn after this one, and then we're going into the voluntary. So we're not far from the end now, so I'll say another 20 minutes or so. Up to that, you know, it'd be a guess. But a guess time, if you want to say tuned with us, we'll be back in a couple of shakes. Worship the King.
Okay, Julian.
Well, I'm getting the voluntary at the end of the piece ready. We'll do the other hymn in just a tick.
Hope everyone's enjoying the show because, you know, I'm having to get up and down like a yo-yo.
That was "O worship the King, the beauty, not beautifulness." The original beauty, "O worship the Lord." That's completely different. Him. That was "O worship the King, or King or Baba," something like that. It's all in crossed anyway. One of the old musicians. So we have the final hymn. It's only 3 verses, quite straightforward. It's a little bit slower. It's by John Dykes, which is born in 1823 to 1876. John Dykes. Remember John Dykes, 1823 to 1876. It's definitely over 140 odd, near 140 odd years. So you should be able to play those sort of pieces. "O strength and day," I'll say the words. "Strength and day, holding all creation, who is ever dosed by himself and moved to abide. Yet day by day the light endue, graduation from here to here through all changes of guide." The last verse: Hear us, O Father, gracious forgiving, through Jesus Christ, the co-eternal Word, with the Holy Ghost by things living. Now to endless ages art adored. That's interesting hymn. Interesting words there. It's really a night hymn, really, if you think about it, because it's a nice calmy hymn. Well, it's got calm in the words and they've got that brightness. And
absolutely,
drawing. It could be used as a funeral hymn.
We are getting some comments saying that there's echoing going on, but of course, is it the reverb that you're putting on the organ, Julian? Because
yes.
Can you demonstrate that for the people? Just to explain to people, it's the reverb coming from the organ, it's making a sort of echoed sound.
That's the sustain.
Yeah, that's the stage. You put that on, you can turn that off if you wanted to.
Yeah, it wouldn't sound very nice.
No, it would be a bit flat.
No.
Do an example.
So it's horrible.
Yeah, that's the example of that. Yeah,
no, it'd be horrible.
Alright, okay. We'll continue with the show here.
Okay.
I hope that Happy Days that it answers your question there, or your comment then.
Yeah,
hopefully it answers your comment.
Okay.
Alright, okay. Requests are welcome here if we've got time.
If you have...
but any shows are always welcome a request.
Over 70 years old, like
free of charge. Yeah.
Alright. Any 100 years old or less, as long as it's over 70 years, remember that.
Okay, it's over to you, Julian.
Okay.
So there we have it, Julia. It's been marvellous, hasn't it?
Well,
So
we're
yeah,
not finished yet.
not quite finished. When you think it's over, it ain't finished.
Move this leg a bit.
You may not like it, but you will.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. It'll be the fugue in C minor shortly. Now that was a strengthened day by John Dykes. Remember that age. I remember that age he was born in 1823 to 1826 or 1876 rather. 76. One of the times it's 1876 anyway. That's what I think it is. Now this one's a Bach fugue in C. It's a voluntary. It's called a fugue in C minor. It end up in C major shortly. Bach was born in 1685 to 1750. That's definitely over 300 years old. Anything in Bach time we can whiz on and jazz about. Are we ready for the final Bach piece tonight?
Hopefully we are, Julia. Sorry, I'm just whizzing the camera around here. Can you all see that? Whizzing it around here. Bit of behind the scenes there. So yeah, I am ready. As long as you are.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. What is it then?
This one is called a fugue, C in C minor.
It's actually called a fugue, yeah?
Yep. Fugue. You know.
Remind us what it is again.
Well, a fugue in C minor by J.S. Bach. A fugue is up and down notes. You hear the bottom notes first, and then you hear the when it climax until the end piece. And I'm saying it'll end up in a C major chord.
Okay, are we ready?
Okay.
Let's switch off mics. Okay, without you, cough, 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 cough.
I nearly had something in my
Yeah,
throat.
just as we was coming on air as well, you got to have a bit of water along the way. That's the best remedy for everything, Julian.
Oh dear.
Okay, oh dear.
That was a refreshing piece of it.
Absolutely. So,
as you can see, the fugue build it up as you go along. You start with the left hand pieces of music. So that was the fugue. There is a prelude to it, but I'm not going to play the prelude. But that was the fugue. So you would have to follow the notes to do all that. There was some breaks in between, like rests. You rest your fingers and then you put it again. It's very difficult to do the pedal part on this pedal board with only one octave of pedals. It's very difficult.
Well, I hope no one's fallen asleep. Sorry to interrupt. I hope no one's fallen asleep during tonight's relaxing show. I know it's relaxing, but it's not aimed for people to fall asleep. It's just pure relaxation. I know we are a little bit later than usual. We do apologise about that, but yeah, that's because we had to set up and all that kind of thing. So,
okay,
is it made up time? Is it?
Yeah, made up time for a little bit now until.
Okay, I'll leave it on one camera on this one here because I want people to listen to this, and maybe we use this for future reference. Okay, name the tune, Julian. It's your tune.
It'd be voluntary in C.
Is that what you're going to call it?
Yeah, that's what you can call it voluntary in C by Giuliano Buzzing.
Buzz.
Yeah.
Yeah, Giuliani Buzz. Yeah. All right. Okay. Okay. Let's switch the mics off. Are you ready? Let's go. Okay, I nearly forgot to put the microphone on, but yeah, without any camera changing whatsoever, as it was the last sort of piece. Are you going to play out with one bonus one?
Yeah.
As we say, it's the last one. You can put some beats and rhythms here, as we normally do, so nothing's going to change there.
Let's have some
slow ones, really.
slow rock.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Oh, wow. Hopefully it doesn't distort here. Yeah, you can adjust the speed of it as well. So we'll leave this uninterrupted here. So this is the bonus final tune, of course, which Julian's going to make up himself. He's got some beats ready, and what is he going to call it this time?
Voluntary in B flat.
Voluntary in B flat. You're going to start in B flat, actually.
Yeah.
You will be flat if you don't C sharp. That's a joke there. Remember that joke?
It's a music joke there.
If you C sharp, you B flat. I think it's that way round, I think.
Okay, it'll be around about 2 to 3 minutes as well.
Okay, let's enjoy it. Are you ready? Let's go. I clapped off air, but I'm back on air so I can clap even more. So as always, we always take your requests. If you have anything that you have really enjoyed tonight and you want to play it next time, let us know. Leave us an email if you can, touringwithUsteam@gmail.com. And yeah, you can use Julian Clowes at gmail.com as well. So yeah, either way, of course, all lines lead to the Touring With Us show here. Whatever the poison, we have the doctor's cure here for the nice and relaxing show. My many thanks to you, Giuliani. Buzz buzz. Woo! You can actually do a bow, Julian, if you really want to. Oh, you're still playing? It's still coming up on the meter there. How brilliant. So we really have enjoyed everyone's company. Of course, there hasn't been so much clatter. That's why I tried it for the first time for a long time. We should have been doing this a long time ago, but we never got round to doing it, you know, like this. And I don't use the mixer anymore. So yeah, it's been amazing. So yeah, really enjoyed every bit of it here. Yeah, I'll just come over to me for a second here. And yes, I'm there. I'm actually pointing towards the camera, which sometimes Julian fails to do so, but never mind about that. He's learning about it and not looking straight at me all the time. But, you know, I know cameras can be sort of daunting sometimes when you look straight into, like, the Big Brother eye or something like that. I wonder how news presenters do it. Yeah. So, of course, yes, I hope you're all relaxed by this. I've been hosting the show, talking in between. Sometimes I talk over the top of the tunes, which, of course, is a kind of like documentary style of thing. And sometimes, you know, I just leave it uninterrupted. I'm really sorry, or we are sorry, that, of course, we've had a few issues when we flicked over cameras to make it a little bit more glamorous, you know, make it more interesting. But unfortunately, the camera changing has been a bit of an issue because it flicks over to a different type of sound. It might sort of interrupt it a little bit. But that's why we left the uninterrupted ones. you know, towards the end. In other words, the improvised ones right the way to the end. We didn't want that disturbed as much. But it doesn't really matter about some of the tunes here that we have heard. But, you know, we'll probably get round it next time. But I can only thank, of course, on behalf of playing the organ, the man behind the organ himself, as I move the camera, it takes time to revolve, a bit like the dartboard of Bullseye. But yeah, while we think of whether we gamble or not. No, I'm only joking. Seriously, when I by the time I take the camera around, and I'm not going to do a Bullseye thing, but of course I will move the camera around to him. We're talking about Giuliani Buzzbars from the Nice and Relaxing Show. And if you've been watching absolutely everywhere, even TikTok, couldn't even say it for a second there, Instagram, which some people have spotted us there, a guy called James earlier spotted us from East Town Park, and also, of course, there was another guy that spotted us along the way. So people are talking about us, which is absolutely brilliant here, and spreading the word. And even the lady from Buckinghamshire, of course, can spread the word and get people to subscribe to our channel. It is slowly growing on YouTube. We don't often come on here, but when we do, it is magical. It really is. And of course, if it is on replay, we appreciate everyone tuning in, whether it's on TikTok or anything like that. We share all of it together if we possibly can. So we try to be on as much as possible, but we don't want to be on obviously too many of them. We've got enough that we are on Instagram, of course X, which is what it's called now, TikTok, as I said, and of course we've got Latest with Nick C, which is only on TikTok, not on any other source yet. I don't think it will be, but of course I hope to build on TikTok on the Latest with Nick C. There's also another channel which is not affiliated with us. It's Happy Days, who's been moderating in the chat all night. I believe you've been staying all night. I thank you very much for that. It means a lot to us. I'm sending my love out to you.
Maybe pens. We'll see what happens.
Nice and relaxing pens. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? So they can write down their requests.
Absolutely.
That'd be cool, actually.
Nice and relaxing key rings. That'd be good. Or badges or something.
Yeah, that'd be quite cool. Yeah. Eventually we'll do that.
Nice and relaxing.
All part of touring with us. How amazing is that? We're huge. We're ginormous. You know.
Absolutely. Remember.
Hopefully we'll go viral with so many different sort of channels that we do.
Remember to stay safe.
Something for everybody.
So, stay safe and do whatever you can. And hope it was a good night. You heard.
I enjoyed it tonight. First time we did a direct source here, and we're quite excited about that actually. Despite the camera changing can be a little bit of a issue. We'll have to listen back to that, but.
Okay,
we're going to play out with a small one, just a little quiet one towards the end.
A little ditty before the end.
A little what?
Ditty.
A ditty? What's a ditty?
Little.
What, a cat? A kitty?
No, not a cat. No.
So what is it then?
A bit like a poem, kind of.
A poem?
No.
Once Upon a Time is a poem, isn't it?
A small, soft piece.
Once Upon a Time is a poem, isn't it? Once upon a time, we played an organ, and behind the organ was Julian on the organ seat. And then, of course, what happened was he played some nice, relaxing tunes.
Nice show that never ends, but it is going to end tonight.
Yeah, the golden show that never ends here, but it has ended tonight.
The show is we come to a close tonight on the show. They're nice and relaxing. Do mention it to the TikTok people.
Yeah, absolutely. Spread the word.
Spread the word, and we need to get them back onto YouTube if you can. We do both as well.
Absolutely.
So that is the plan.
Yeah, we might do a special, nice and relaxing version. Probably, may be able to do it through that, but only one camera though. You'll have to use one camera. I don't know how to do it otherwise.
Right, okay.
So we'll have to do it through a direct source.
Stay safe, everybody, and cheerio for now.
And enjoy this last little piece here.
Yeah, okay. If you can hear it.
Bye all.
Cheerio.
Bye. With my silly little face there. God bless to you all. Stay safe.